Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich playing as the German Empire, which is truly becoming quite the empire right about now. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty awesome. So I logged into the game and then immediately got this pop-up. I don't recall this at the end of the last video, but maybe I'm wrong. After a short campaign across the marches and urban centers of the Netherlands, we have managed to take down the proud nation. We could either liberate the Netherlands and make them a puppet, or occupy them. I thought we already did this, but maybe I'm wrong. Either way, I'm not sure that I want to occupy it. Do I? I mean, maybe. Let's think about this for a second. So the Netherlands... Oh, hello. Queen Wilhelmina. Let's see. You got a handful of factories. Not a lot, though. 6 and 4, it's pretty weak. And I wouldn't really get the benefit of having their manpower. That's also part of my problem. So I think, you know what, rather than spend the political power, I think I'm just going to go ahead and liberate them. Why not? We'll just make sure they are a puppet under Mitteleuropa, as with everything else, and see how that goes. Now, Poland, you sir, I would like to actually make you a part of Mitteleuropa. Did we actually go? I can't remember anymore. Did we? We did not deepen ties to Poland, so that's something we're going to try to do today. And then maybe I'll kill Switzerland, the Swiss state, national populists that they are. Just because I hate having the border gore in Mitteleuropa. I freaking want this to be mine. We might also take the excuse to kill Spain at some point. I'm not too sure. Anyway, so let's see. We have the Kaiser Wilhelm Society. We could enforce the oil shipments against Romania, and eventually I could try to reclaim Gibraltar and force Spain into Mitteleuropa as well, which wouldn't be half bad. Truth be told, though, if I want to get some more manpower, I think my only real option is to attack the Russian Empire. Bit of a risky play. That said, they're also currently fighting a war against Japan and Mongolia. So maybe they are a little bit weaker against their borders. In fact, I don't even see very many troops here at all. Friggin' heck, maybe we could just blitzkrieg the crap out of them. Is there a national focus that will let me get a quick claim on them? No, there's just the reinsurance treaty, which is still probably pretty good, but it's not quite what I had in mind. Border strip is with who? Poland. No. No, I think we'd have to justify a claim against Russia, and that would give them enough time to try and react. That's the only downside to it, but oh well. Let's get in position. We're going to take on the Balkan Pact, because I don't like the fact that they exist. It just kind of annoys me that the Belgrade Pact is a thing. Mitteleuropa is where it's at, man. I'm just saying is all. So I know some people were a little bit divided about me splitting up the nations of France and Britain quite the way I did. Because, you know, it's true. Wales is now very, very small. Scotland's pretty weak. Like, really, what are they going to contribute in the future? And I kind of agree. Like, I sort of regret it. Maybe I should have just released the entire British Isles, or at least Great Britain, just by itself as one large, powerful nation that could have contributed a lot of manpower and ships and factories and so on. Maybe I should have done that. Same with France, down here, actually. But at the same time, in this alternate history game where I already feel like I'm pretty darn powerful, it's just kind of cool to see Scotland and Wales as independent nations again, you know? That's my primary reason for it. Sometimes it's not always about making the best strategic decision as much as it is to make the most fun one. Right? Right. I think that makes a bit of sense. Anyway. Armored Spearhead is done. Hey, a doctrine. Frickin' heck, that's so rare these days. Alright. Schwerpunkt. Tank organization and recovery rate for tanks. I guess we'll go ahead and get started on it. 275 days is a while, though. There goes some new tanks. The Cavalry Panzerwagen. Donnerschlag. I don't know. It's some sort of medium tank with a really long name, but we've got that now, and we have field hospitals, and there's the engineering companies. All right, 3 more things of research to work on. What should we work on? Signal companies? Maybe. Initiative is pretty useful, but I feel like there's better stuff we could work on. It's currently 1940, right? We could start working on mechanized. Yeah, mechanized is really good. We have, I think, roughly the production to make this work, too. Let's go ahead and get started on that. Didn't do that last series. Kind of want to change that up. Don't need to work on a light tank quite yet, although we're getting close to 1941. When's the next 57 days? Yeah, actually, by the time this is done, we'll be about right to start the new light tank division, so we'll wait on that. We'll wait on the light tanks. Artillery, 1940. Could start upgrading our anti-tank or anti-air. That's true. Land doctrine, no. Could start researching some new ships. And unless I fight the Entente, I'm not sure I see the point of this. Still, it would be nice to have some new ships, right? We'll consider that as an option. Doctrines, of course, could keep working on that. More planes. That I actually do want to continue working on. Let's get some new air support. And as far as engineering... Oh, right, encryption and decryption. We do still need some of that, don't we? We're a little ahead of time to start working on these. I think we go ahead and start working on some encryption. And that'll have to be good enough for the time being. Really wish I had a 6th research slot, to be honest. That'd be pretty good right about now. Pretty darn good. All right, my troops are all in position. Was there any reason I was waiting on this, or do we want to just kill them now? I can't really remember what happened in the last video. I recorded the last 2 videos right before Christmas and then left. So it's been a few days for me. Right now it's actually Wednesday, so I'm recording this just a couple of days before people actually watch it. So we could try to annex Romania. Potential enemies, of course, would be Romania, Serbia, Greece, Albania, and Bulgaria. So basically this entirety. We're going to punish them, I think, for starting the first Weltkrieg. Yeah? And assassinating Archduke Ferdinand of Austria, right? Austria-Hungary? I think I remember my history correctly there. We'll try calling in all of my allies, and let's begin the war. We are going to remind them of their duty. You must give me oil. All right, so you're joining, right? Let's make sure that Ukraine, the new Ukraine, authoritarian Democrats, get called in. And I guess... Whoop, hello. Okay, that's a lot going on there. Oh, my God. All right, let's get rid of all that. All my allies have been called in. Go, go, and go. Where are you, by the way? Oh, right, I had you go against Spain. All right, you just sit tight there for a minute. If I need you, I'll consider you a backup option. Do we have planes in position? Answer, no. No, we don't. We don't need these guys here anymore. Let's take you. Let's disband the wing. Both of you. Since we already control Denmark and stuff, let's go down over here instead. Hello. 400 planes, 800 planes. That's going to be a little bit easier to work with. We'll put the bombers over here to start. Let's see. We have some close air support now. 300. That is way more than I thought that I had. Nifty. Let's get the interwar bombers here and another wing of tactical bombers here. Just for now, I might have to go to the Western Balkans and the Eastern Balkans both. So yeah, you are going to do some strategic bombing and close air support over the Western Balkans. You'll do some close air support and strategic bombing over the Eastern. Okay, and then to this one, let's set up some fighters. So for you, I want to have like 150 or so fighters. Air superiority over the Eastern Balkans will be fine. And then a new air wing. About 150. Doing the same thing over here. All right. And then we need to get some close air support set up, right? So let's pick up an extra 150 or so here. Well, actually, just 100 for now is probably okay. You do close air support only over here. I really like close air support. It's a very, very useful feature. If you can get the air superiority, makes it really easy to win some land battles. Very few losses if you can do that. Pick you up, close air support over the Eastern Balkans as well. Okay. So if we can get enough fighters in here to have some air superiority, I think we're going to be okay. And to that extent, let's go ahead and set up some interwar fighters and stuff that I don't really intend on using. Oh, holy crap, we have 700 fighters. What the heck am I freaking worried about? Never mind. Jeez. Okay, why can't I not... Oh, there's not enough air... How big is this? 600. What are you talking about? There's plenty of room for this air wing. You. Oh. Right. Manpower would be a problem, wouldn't it? All right. This might be enough to get some air superiority, so let's just stick what we got for now, but I may want to consider adding some more fighters in here eventually. My voice. Oh gosh, what's happening? Let's deepen the ties to Poland. I'm going to try to get them peacefully in to Mitteleuropa, though if they refuse, I am not above conquering. I already proved that with Ukraine and other people. I have no problem subjugating all of you. Hey, look, we can just freaking take over all of Romania right now. Go, go, go. We're going to grab this mountain range. There's nothing he can freaking do about it. It's freaking amazing. You guys didn't really have any missions, so I'm going to have you guys kind of manually push over this direction here. Yes, yes. You guys go here. You guys try to push up this direction. You guys try to sack them here. You guys go here. Try to take over the river. You cross the river. Cross. The rest of you are more or less okay for the time being. Let's just see if we can make some early game pushes over here. Then entrench. Reset the line. We are having a hard time fighting in the mountains, but that's fine. If I can just surround them, it'll work out to being effectively the same thing. They can hold the mountains. I'll just keep them pinned. If I can cut over here, No supplies makes it very easy to take them down from there. Air superiority appears to not be a problem at all, so if we can get just a bit more close air support, which we're trying to do. In fact, I have 0 air superiority at all over the Western Balkans. Balkans? Balkans! God, what's wrong with me? I'm so sorry. How strong are you, by the way? 75% national unity? It's reasonable, but let's see if we can get into Bucharest. You go this direction. Just go ahead and cut them off this way. Get to Belgium. Like so. All right, we have captured the capital of Romania, and they have capitulated. That makes things really easy. Thank you for all your guns. I love it. All right, so we still need to get around them. That's a lot of messed up land. Crap. Okay, you guys are all a part of the Teal Squad. Let's adjust the front line. Something kind of like all of this. This is super freaking ugly. I don't like it at all. But do what you have to do, then set up some new front lines along this way. So you guys get set up here, and then you guys get set up over here, or something, before they're able to get their land joined back up, because right now they have no supplies, which makes things a lot easier. Free military factories. How about some more infantry equipment, just so I'm able to upgrade the guns? And let's see, we are going to need to take you. Do you have any frontline plans? Doesn't look like it. So I'm going to say that your offensive line is to go... Whoops, not through the water, please. Nope, 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 nope. Your offensive line, there we go, is to pretty much just go all the way down here. Okay? That's your goal. Make it freaking happen. Yeah, I think this is actually going to be pretty easy for us, as long as we can get these guys encircled again. I think this is going to be a painfully easy war. The Belgrade Pact did not expect me. Cross the river real quick, since they're just going to give it to us for freaking free. Let's make sure that we don't have to do a river crossing in the future. The elite African divisions arrive. Wait till the French see this. Well, the French have been defeated, so they're probably cheering. But I guess we still want to rub it in their face, which, you know what? I can't even say I would blame them. Why not? Hey, look, Albania has capitulated. No, they have not. Whoa! The Kingdom of Denmark? What? The freaking Kingdom of Denmark? You what now? Snuck down here and grabbed the capital of Albania, and they capitulated. Oh, that is hilarious. Man, what a weird alternate history this has been. Ukraine takes over London, and Denmark takes over Albania. Unexpected heroes, that is for certain. It's amazing. Hey, your front line is way too freaking narrow now. Let's fix that a little bit. You get out this direction. That'll be a little easier for you to work with. Way too many supply problems before. All right, so what's going on here? The Kingdom of Croatia is apparently getting some land under their control, which is fine. That's land I don't have to occupy and worry about. Bulgaria has now capitulated, free bombers and more infantry equipment. We're just steamrolling at this point. If only I had manpower, this would be very, very easy right now. All right, grab this land. I am debating about wanting to just take over the Turkish commune. One, because syndicalists are filthy and I want them dead. But two, just because the former Ottoman Empire kind of reform like the old allies of the Weltkrieg. What were they called, by the way? They weren't the Axis. What in World War I, the German side of the war? What were they called? It was them versus the Entente, and I actually can't remember their like proper alliance name for some reason, and I should remember, but I don't. Weird. Logistics. We are in the green across the board. That's always nice to see. What should we get then? More planes? Maybe. Towed anti-tank. Let's go ahead and start stocking some of that up, because right now I don't have any of it in my troop divisions, and we're going to want to have some in the near future. Can I get a bit more steel? Yeah, and I guess I'll go ahead and trade with my vassal first. We have deepened ties to Poland. Maybe successfully, maybe not. Bring back order. 35 days. Let's see. Kingdom of Poland. Fully independent. This focus will cancel. An invitation to Mitteleuropa. That's what I wanted to see. Poland, please join. I have always loved you, Poland. The German diplomatic mission. Today marked a historic day for Germany as our diplomatic envoys arrived back in Berlin. What? After days in the Polish capital, our diplomatic mission was a great success and relations with the Polish government are at an all-time high. The diplomatic envoys we sent met with top Polish officials had extravagant dinners and, most importantly, signed a pact of non-aggression between our two great nations. This pact marks the beginning of a new, warmer relations between our two nations, and it seems that it is only a matter of time before we sign an official alliance with Poland, cementing our futures together. We are now guaranteeing the Kingdom of Romania. Oh, sorry, Poland. No, Poland. Either way, hopefully very soon they are happy to join Mitteleuropa. Would love to see that happen. So, we're having a heck of a time getting down here right now. Starting to run through a load of mountains with way too many troops running through the meat grinder. We're still making successful pushes. It's taking a bit longer than I think I expected to. It'll be fine, though. We'll get them. More military factories. Just keep working down the Toad anti-tank for the time being, I suppose. Not that it really matters that much, but oh well. I'm stocking up on the political power, by the way, because I wouldn't mind taking over some land of my own. There goes the Kingdom of Serbia. Okay. You. Yes, you. Set up a front line against Greece and an offensive line all the way down to Athens. Everyone else is going to basically just hold the line, but you're the one that I want to go and kill them with. Why does it say only one division? No. All of your divisions get set up here. No, all of them here. 24. There we go. Whoop. Never mind. That was the end of the war. Research finished. Recon Company. Excuse me, my voice has not quite recovered from Christmas Day when I was recording all that stuff. Reviewing the 1934 program, let's go for a pair of carriers. Carriers are good, right? And that's it. We freaking win. All right. I'm going to take over Romania for myself because it was freaking insane to me that they were allowed to stop giving me oil. Okay? Freaking insane. Serbia, taking all your states. I might give some to Croatia, or I might break them up into different nations. I'm not too sure yet. Albania, I'm actually just, if I could find a way to give it to Denmark, I freaking would, just as a reward. All right, let's see. We'll take over... I can't do anything with Bulgaria? Oh, that's interesting. We'll take all states of Greece. No, we can take everything from Bulgaria. I don't know why the drop-down menu isn't quite working there, but there we are. Does Turkey own this? Thessalonica? Oh, they do. Interesting. This is apparently too much. Or it's redundant in some... End turn. I don't have enough points. What the heck are you talking about? There. Now I got points. End turn. And we are done with the war. We have taken over the entirety of the Balkans, at least temporarily. So, we can annex Romania, Greece, Albania, Cyprus, Bulgaria. All right, so let's think about this logically. The Iron Guard regime has been extinguished. This, I think, we occupy. We're going to take over Romania permanently. Bulgaria, we could also take over permanently. Albania, I will liberate. I'm not going to spend the power on them. They don't have a lot. Cyprus, our armies have managed to take control over Cyprus, and the island itself is now occupied by us. 75 political power for a single province doesn't seem that good, so I'm going to go ahead and liberate them. The annexation of Greece. The Greek peninsula has been secured and Greece has been annexed. We could keep Crete specifically, which would not cost me anything else. And in the meantime, that seems reasonable. So we're going to keep Crete. There we go. Greece is now released. Bulgaria, we could keep. And then what happens to Serbia? That's the new question. I think I keep Bulgaria. That's mine. And now we just wait for Serbia to pop up. Hey, look, a tiny bit of manpower. Oh, it's gone. The fate of Montenegro. And Bosnia and Serbia. Okay, so this is where it's going to be a little bit tougher, because this is where I don't have a lot of political power to work with. Maybe just release them all. I already took a fair chunk of land in this. Yeah, liberate Montenegro, liberate Serbia, liberate Bosnia. Wow. Maybe I should have done that in a different order. Serbia is way too freaking big. I guess they had cores on this? I'm not too sure why that didn't work that way. I thought they would have been just pretty small. Yeah, whatever. There's no Bosnia, but at least Serbia is large enough that they're a valuable puppet, I guess. We'll stick with it. Free civilian factories. What to work on next, eh? Well, we have a bit of radar working here against Russia, but not nearly enough. Let's set up a bit in near Turkey and in Crete. That's a valuable province. And you know what? One over here as well. Why not? What do I want to do next? That's a good question. What do I want to do next? We are building some oil synthesizers or synthetic refineries, and I think we just keep building a few of those for the time being. Having some of my own oil will be good, although I do have a bit now that I control Romania, which is pretty nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan of that arrangement. But even so. This doesn't belong to Poland? I feel like it ought to. Whatever. New research slot is available. It is 1941. So, do I want to work on the light tank? Or would I rather work on some industry? Honestly, probably industry. Let's go for higher concentrated industry and start ramping up that production a little bit more. As these things finish off, though, we'll start working on some new ships and other things. So these troops have no idea what to do with their lives anymore. You are going to set up a front line here against Turkey, and an offensive line all the way to Ankara. Seems reasonable enough. You are going to set up a front line against Russia. Massive front line though it may be, because I have no idea if we're going to end up fighting them. I'm not sure if we're going to need more than just this if we want to take on Spain. Although, to be fair, at some point, let's also consider that we do need to be ending up the series eventually. We do need to do that. It can't last forever. We've already formed a pretty strong German empire. If we get to the point where I've just snowballed out of control and it's not that fun to watch, meh. Now, I do kind of want to see myself take over at least Spain, Poland, and Switzerland, just to make Middle Europa bigger. And maybe Turkey as well, just for good measure. By the way, what faction is this? The Sino Coalition. Oh. I didn't realize that Russia had formed their own faction. So did Mexico. The Chiapas Concord. Huh. Fascinating. Really? The Pacific states managed to get Oklahoma? Just seems a little bit weird for border gore reasons, but okay. We'll work with that anyway. All right, yes. So, let's go ahead and get the troops in position. I'm going to go ahead and start justifying a war goal against Turkey, unless I'm able to get it from anywhere else. Hang national ideas. Are there anything that can get us? Treaty with the Axis, sorry. Secure our investments. It doesn't really tell me exactly what this does yet. Maybe this would give me an excuse to try and kill the Ottomans, but the Ottoman Empire doesn't exist anymore, so I'm not sure it works. Gamble on the Gulf? I'm very curious what this does. I think we'll focus on, I think we'll actually worry about going for Spain first. You know what? Turkey's not actually a big deal. You cancel your orders, set up all around Switzerland. Because I don't think we're ever going to get a war goal to do this. Retake core states? Ooh, that doesn't take very long. Let's go ahead and start setting up a new mission to give us an excuse to kill the Swiss. Sounds good to me. New civilian factories, and we have some encryptions done. That's good. So we don't need more radar. Let's get a bit more infrastructure going around. I want to get more of core Germany up toward like 7 infrastructure. Not that this is actually a very high priority, but I don't actually feel like I need a ton more factories, to be honest. That's probably good enough for now. Let's see. We'll build a couple here. We'll build some there. A couple here. A couple here. A couple here. Whoops. And one over here. I think that's going to have to be good enough for the time being. How are we doing as far as oil? We are actually producing a reasonable amount right now. Let's try trading a bit less with Venezuela. Still have too much, apparently. That's better. Okay. We'll keep that as is. We will reduce this? No. I don't want to reduce the buy amount by... I guess we can do it by 12. That's probably fine. All right, we'll do that. All right, for research, back to the industry. Let's work on the assembly line production for better efficiency cap. I'm not too worried about construction speed right now, so that's going to be fine as it is. Middle Europa, in the meantime, is looking pretty darn strong now, ain't it? Bring back order. All right, Poland, you better accept. Just saying, we're going to try to reclaim Gibraltar. Spain's not going to be very happy about it, but they're not going to join Middle Europa otherwise, so... one way or another, we're going to have to make it work. Poland, are you going to accept? A minister supports this ideology. Social conservatism does keep going up, but it doesn't seem to be a huge deal. We could try to revert his efforts. I want the authoritarian Dems to get stronger so I can become popular, but... oh well, nothing we can do. It's fine. He's a good minister at the very least. I don't really want to trade my, change my trade policy. Not yet. Poland declines? What? No! What went wrong? How could this happen? I revoke my guarantee of you. You suck, Poland. I tried so hard. I try, and then what do? You spit in my face. Upgrade the tanks. We're going to go to Leopard light tanks. So now what do? Can I justify a war goal? What do you mean I have a non-aggressive pact? When do I cancel? I can't cancel until 1941. All right, Poland, you live this day, but eventually I'm going to cancel that, and I'm going to want to kill you for that one. You should have frickin' joined, I'm just saying. Oy vey. All right, when does this end? In about 34 more days? That's not too bad. I don't think Switzerland's going to be that hard to kill. I really wish we had, like, you know, some mountaineers. I mean, I could try training them up if I had some manpower. Hey, you guys. You're going to go to the Alpine region and then go over here. You guys are going to do something similar. There you go. Just get a lot more air superiority here. Since we don't have mountaineers, let's make sure we can kill them from above. Death from above means your mountains cannot save you, Switzerland. For once, Germany's actually going to take on the Swiss and frickin' win. It's going to be good. Unassigned divisions up here, by the way. Oh, hello. Marines, Mountaineers, and other things. Yes. You go over here, I guess. We can reclaim Gibraltar now. Good. New focus. Pacify Spain. Gains the annexed war goal against Spain. That's good. What is this? Hang on. Motorized African divisions. Never thought I'd see that. And Spain refuses to give me back Gibraltar. That's fine. I didn't want you to give me back Gibraltar. I plan on killing you. Did the game just crash? Nope. There we go. Okay. A little worried for a second there. We'll be fine, though. We'll be fine. Yeah, sorry, Castilla la Vieja. What's your freaking name? Juan III. Sorry, Juan III. We helped secure your throne. And now I'm going to freaking take you. Justification to kill the Swiss is now available. Good. Let us declare the war and retake our core states and call in all the allies. For reasons. You guys, set up an offensive line to just go wherever the heck. I don't care. Kill them all. This is actually going to be a tough slog. Oh, God. Oh, God. There's too many allies. Okay, there we go. It's actually going to be a tough slog just because of the sheer number of mountains, and they have a lot of forts. And yet, it seems like, at least initially, we're making some reasonable pushes here. Oh, we need to call in Italy. Hang on. Call to arms. Let me join. Stephen the 10th. Are you... Is this the Holy See again? I think it is, actually. That's their symbol. Kind of funny. All right. Crossover. Kill them. Somehow. We do not seem to be doing very well yet. But eventually we'll shatter them. Tanks aren't going to be very good in this situation. But every time we're able to push them back and reduce their organization, we might be able to get some winning score here. I don't know. At least we have air superiority. That sure as heck helps. That is a lot of close air support that should help us win these fights. There's the air support right there. So yeah, we're slowly but surely making some pushes against them. We just need to keep them on their back toes, on their heel. And if we can do that, I think we'll get them. There's Zurich. There's Bern. Hey, new planes. Awesome. Let's work on some upgraded tactical bombers, because those are still good. Outdated equipment in production. Let's fix that. I do have a little bit of air experience, so let's create a variant, since I do like close air support a lot. For you guys, I think we will add in, once again, a bit... Well, do I care as much about agility for close air support? That's important for fighters, but... For these guys, I think I'll give them a little bit of attack and a little bit of reliability. It slows them down, but it makes them a little tiny bit more effective. We'll do that. Let's go ahead and start manufacturing. Where are they? There you are. Let's see if you can sneak behind me like that. How dare you. And we've also finished up some mechanized. Also nice. 1941. We could upgrade the medium tanks before we start producing them. Alternatively, better artillery, which I think I'll go ahead and start doing now, since we already have that in quite a few divisions. Again, I'd love to upgrade a lot of my different divisions to better unit types with artillery, but since we don't have the manpower, that makes things very difficult. Hello! They are gone. We are going to take our states, and then we're going to annex you. Goodbye. Done. Thank you. I have a little bit of political power, so I think we'll be able to just take them out straight out. That'll be fine. We could go for grain and steel, more factories, that's all okay. Deal with Yemen? I don't know what we offer them at that point. I think all of that looks kind of fine right now. Democracy in Prussia for national unity is meh. Don't care about that. Research bonus in electronics or rocketry. Artillery. Armor technology or mechanized models? Fleet and being doctrine. Or something down here. Let's start working down the Mesopotamia and see if there's going to be anything that we're able to do with Turkey eventually. I'm also going to set up a new front line down here. Oops. Front line here. And all of you go there. And you, let's delete the red orders. We'll have this army go around these mountains. All 24. And the green army go around the western side of the mountains, and we should be able to beat the ever-loving crud out of Spain now that I have a war goal. But that's where I'm going to end this particular video. I think this next week is probably where we're going to end things one way or another. I'll take over Spain and make them join the Mitteleuropa. After that, I'm not too sure what to do. Maybe try to take on the Entente at least a little bit for fun. Maybe try to take on the Russian Empire just so I can change my manpower and see what freaking happens. I'm not too sure yet. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section below. But in the meantime, thank you all very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment with your suggestions, subscribe and notify, and I will see you guys next time.